Good morning to all. In the last topic, we had done chapter number 5, exercise 5th A, and today we are going to solve exercise 5th B. And 5th B is all about the nature of roots. Nature of roots. So, the very first thing that we will clear about this topic, what are roots? What are roots? Then we will discuss about the nature of roots. Suppose you have given one equation, that is x square plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. If we will solve this by middle term splitting, so we will get two values of this equation, x square plus 5x plus 6. So we all know that how to solve this by middle term splitting, that is factorization method. So when we will take out x common, we will get x plus 3, 2 common, x plus 3 equals to 0. X plus 2, x plus 3 equals to 0. Either first factor equals to 0 or second factor equals to 0. Plus 2 will become minus 2 and plus 3 will become minus 3. So these values are called the roots of the equation. We will put minus 2 and minus 3 here in this equation. Then only this left hand side will be equals to right hand side. There is no other value rather than these value which will satisfy this equation. So these two are called the roots of the equation, that are minus 2 and minus 3. Now come to one more example. Suppose you have given x square plus 4x plus 4 equals to 0. Again we will solve this by factorization only. So x square plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equals to 0. You all know that how to solve this middle term splitting, that's why I'm not explaining here. X plus 2 common, x plus 2 equals to 0. Again we will get two values, x plus 2 equals to 0. Either first factor equals to 0 or second factor equals to 0. So minus 2 and minus 2. In the very first question we have two different values, but in the second question we have two same values. These are the values which will satisfy the both equations. There are no other values which will satisfy these two equations. So these two values are called the roots of the given equations. So these values are called the roots of the equation. Those are only suitable for the given equation. Now in the very first question values are different, but in the second example values are same. The values are same. These are the equal values. These are distinct values, different values. These values are same. These are distinct and different values. These same and different values are called the nature of roots. Nature of roots. Nature of roots. These are the real values. These are real but equal values. These are real but unequal values. So how we will come to know that whether the roots are equal or not, whether the roots are real or not, whether the roots are imaginary or real? So this depends on the discriminant. This depends on the discriminant. Now what is this discriminant? Now the question is, what is this discriminant? The discriminant tells us that how many possible solutions a quadratic equation has. Discriminant tells us how many possible solutions a quadratic equation has. So how many solutions are here? Two solutions. How many solutions are here? Two solutions. So discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac. Discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac. If three conditions arises, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, we will get two distinct real roots. We will get two distinct real roots. If b square minus 4ac equals to 0, then we will get two equal real roots. We will get two equal real roots. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then not real roots. We will not get real roots, we will get imaginary roots. We will get imaginary roots. Now again come to the point, if discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, is greater than 0, then we will get two distinct real roots. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then we will get two equal roots. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, we will not get real roots, we will get only imaginary roots. Now discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Now what is this a, b and c? I think we have done in the very first introduction about ABC. Like the general form of this quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So just remember that ABC. So we can get the values of ABC from the given quadratic equation. Suppose you have given x square plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So again, if we will compare it with the general form of the quadratic equation, standard form of the quadratic equation, then we will get a is equals to 1, b is equals to 5, c is equals to 6. Then discriminant is equals to b square minus 4ac, b is 5, 5 square minus 4, a is 1, c is 6. So 5 5s are 25, 4 6 are 24. 25 minus 24 is equals to 1. Now 1 is greater than 0. It means discriminant is equals to 1 and discriminant is greater than 0. Discriminant is greater than 0. If discriminant is greater than 0, so we will get two distinct real roots. We will get two distinct real roots. And what are the two distinct real roots? We can find out by other method or by any other method. But in the exercise, they have only asked us about the nature of the roots. So we will solve up to here only. That will show that the nature of roots. So discriminant is greater than 0. So we will get two distinct real roots. Suppose I am taking one more example, like you have given x square plus 2 under root 3x minus 9 equals to 0. Again compare it with the standard form, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So we will get a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2 under root 3, c is equals to minus 9. Now discriminant is b square minus 4ac, b is 2 under root 3 whole square minus 4, a is 1, c is minus 9. So we know that the square of this 2 to the 4 3s are 12, minus minus plus 4 9s are 36, 48. Now discriminant is equals to 48. Discriminant is greater than 0. Discriminant is greater than 0, and if discriminant is greater than 0, again we will get two distinct real roots. We will get two distinct real roots. This is about the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. Now the next topic is, you have given one quadratic equation like 4x square minus p minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 4x square minus p minus 2 in the bracket x plus 1 is equals to 0. And they have told us to find p. Find p if the equation has equal roots. If the equation has equal roots. Now we know that when we have equal roots, when discriminant equals to 0. When discriminant equals to 0, we have two equal roots. Now what we will find discriminant. So to find discriminant, again compare it with the standard form of the equation. So we will get a is equals to 4, b is equals to minus p minus 2, c is equals to 1. So a is equals to 4, b is equals to minus p minus 2, c is equals to 1. So we will find discriminant. Discriminant is equals to b square minus 4ac. B is what? Minus p minus 2 whole square minus 4a is 4, c is 1. So minus p minus 2 whole square minus 16. Now when we will square of this minus term, it will become plus a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 16 is equals to 0. I am going to repeat this step again. Minus p minus 2 whole square. So take it as minus 1 whole square, p minus 2 whole square. So minus 1 square will become 1. So it will become only p minus 2 whole square. So p minus 2 whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 16. So p square 2 to the 4 minus 4p minus 16. P square minus 4p minus 12. This is your discriminant. This is the value of discriminant, that is p square minus 4p minus 12. Now the condition is equation has equal roots. So if the equation has equal roots, so discriminant equals to 0. And discriminant is what? P square minus 4p minus 12 equals to 0. Now we will get two roots. Again middle term splitting. 6p plus 2p minus 12 is equals to 0. 6 to the 12 and 6 minus 6 plus 2 will become minus 4. Again p common, p minus 6, 2 common, p minus 6 is equals to 0. P plus 2, p minus 6 is equals to 0. Plus 2 will become minus 2 and minus 6 will become plus 6. So these are the values of p which will satisfy this equation. 4x square minus p is what? Minus 2 minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So 4x square minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 plus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. And we can also fill the value of p, that is 6 in the given equation. So these are the two values of p. These are not the roots. These are the values of p only which will be suitable here. When these values of p will be suitable here, then only this equation will have equal roots. Then only this equation have equal roots. Like when we have filled here p is minus 2, so we have gotten an equation, that is 4x square plus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. And when we will solve this equation by middle term splitting method, we will get two equal roots that will satisfy this equation. So here we have done about the nature of roots, and there are three kinds of nature of roots. First is two distinct real roots, then two equal real roots, and third one is not real roots, that are imaginary roots. To find the nature of the roots, what we will find discriminant, and by finding that discriminant, we will come to know that whether the given equation has real roots or equal roots or imaginary roots. So here in this exercise we have done up to this, and in this exercise I think 5-6 questions are there in which we have to check whether which kind of roots of the given equation, and we have to find the value of p or m if the equation have given the equality of equal roots. So these all are very important questions. One question will be definitely in your final exam or in the first term exam from this exercise. So thank you and have a nice day.